news. Let's have a look at what the other idiots of the internet and UK journalism are up to. That is The Guardian, the nemesis of the Daily Mail, but both combined would make the ultimate idiot. So, hit pieces, more hit pieces. I already looked at, Guardian did a hit piece on David Attenborough, for fuck's sake. So, it's no surprise. The Guardian and the Daily Mail share one core belief, and that is they must destroy new media before it devours them. But they are getting devoured. The Guardian regularly beg for money online. Daily Mail are doing alright there. If you look at the numbers that the Mail pull in, like worldwide, it's something like 13 million hits compared to like even American outlets. They get like 1 or 2 million. And the Mail are killing it. Probably because it's, like I said, it's fear, nonsense and ass. It's a winning formula. I remember the office I worked in before, and everyone used to go on the Mail online. Like, it didn't matter about your political persuasion or whether you cared about anything. It just feeds you nonsense. It's like, it's almost worse than BuzzFeed, really. It's crazy. But look, the Mail and the Guardian especially are always doing hit pieces on anything new media related. The Guardian and the Mail have both done separate hit pieces on fucking Zoella. On Zoella. Cussing out Zoella. Like, what the hell? What is your problem with Zoella? Like, why would you go out of your way to attack Zoella? Like, this is a young girl who made millions from just talking at a camera from a room. Just a regular girl. Alright. Zoella has there are some legitimate criticisms of Zoella, like her advent calendar that costs £50. Not writing her own book, but who cares about that? There's and it's fluff. But as a role model, and as would you be upset if your kid was watching Zoella videos? No, of course you wouldn't. Why would you be upset? You might be like, oh, I wish my kid was a bit more edgy, or like, a bit more intellectual. I wish my 13-year-old was a bit more of an intellectual. Like, come on, man. Like, how could you, like, Jesus. There's so many people out there with problems with kids. Do you know what people are like when they're teenagers? Do you know what I was like when I was a teenager? Jesus Christ. Think how many parents wake up in the morning going, I wish my child just stayed in and watched Zoella. Fuck. Ooh. But no, they have to have a problem with Zoella. Or PewDiePie. Which is a different story, but it's like, it's just, you're dying. Anything new media related, they're just trying to invade it. It's this war that's going on. They talk about the culture war. There is a kind of culture war, but I'm adamant that the war mainly is between old media and new media. We've seen how big media companies, like all the American TV stations and networks, to British ones, to whoever, to Marvel, to Disney, have tried to take over YouTube, and the YouTube trending page is just corporate. We've seen how they try to infiltrate the internet and try and steer people away. And the Guardian, they know they're dead. They're dead. You're dead. It's only a matter of time. And here they are, splat, like, when you pull the fish out of the fish tank and it's on the floor going, skills are going, yeah, that's the Guardian and a lot of these outlets. They're dying. They're dead. You're dead. You just won't accept you're dead. It's like in Poltergeist. I'm sure I've used this analogy before. Some people just don't know they're dead. They still think they're alive. That's the Guardian. You're dead, but you're still trying to convince us you're alive. You spats. So they will do hit pieces on anything YouTube related or any kind of alternative modern media. People who fact check, people that can just do what I'm doing, sat in a room, broadcast, talk, do read. You know, it's easy. It's not easy to do research, to do proper research. It's very difficult because there's a hell of a lot of crap out there, but it doesn't cost as much. And you can. There's people out there doing more accurate journalism, better reporting, long form stuff, long form conversation, diving deep into subjects and actually informing and enlightening people and making it entertaining at the same time. And old media groups just, you know, they've all come out of university going, "Oh, I'm a journalist. I'm a journalist. Don't you know? No, you can't do this. This is what we do. I work for the Guardian." It's like, fuck off, like. Look, there's a bin man. He's got a golden bin bag. He's still a fucking bin man. I don't know what that sounded better in my head than it came out. But you know what I mean? It's like, fuck off, basically. Basically, fuck off. Fuck you. Like your superiority just because you are some sort of established thing of bullshit. Like the news media has been bullshit for a very long time, almost since its inception. And now we found a way to get better information out and have longer form, deep diving into stuff and really trying to inform. The Guardian are just shit. Like a lot of British newspapers, there's not many good ones. You can criticise the Mail a hell of a lot, but I'd say the Guardian are worse. They are worse than the Mail, which is it's quite a feat. I mean, the only thing that's worse, obviously, is the Independent and the Express, which are just laughably bad. Just laughable. Like, when's the last time you bought the Express or the Independent and went, good? What did you do today? Well, I got up, had breakfast, I shot a kid, and then I bought the Express. You bought the Express? Stay away from me. Anyway, let's read a Guardian hit piece. These are always fun. Oh, and it's about the far right as well. Wow, that's good. The far right have a safe haven online. We cannot let their lies take root. I'm the Guard by Julia Ebner. Hello. I've got a degree from a piece of shit university. I get paid 50p a sentence. I hang out with wankers. I'm a complete twat. Jailing members of white supremacist groups has done little to stem the spread of propaganda and incitement to violence. Are these Made in Action people again? God. Oh, National Action. You know, look at my stream before that I did about the myth of the fucking far right rise. Like, keep talking. They keep showing images of National Action. There's literally under 100 members nationwide. There's so little of them. It's like, what the fuck? I swear more people have polio than there is members of National Action. Oh my god. Right. We're looking at far-right reactions to the outcome of the latest National Action trial. I was shocked by the amount of sympathy, glorification and belittlement that I came across. What a lad, one 4chan user wrote about the convicted National Action member Mikko Villaname. Well, that's the name of a fucking that's the name of a white supremacist, if ever I heard one. I have to say, if you meet a guy called that, you're like, what do you do at the weekends? Burn crosses? Who wanted to prepare for the coming race war by establishing an all-white enclave in a Welsh village. I'm sorry. They're establishing an all-white enclave in a Welsh village. Why do you have to establish an all-white Welsh? Other than if you know, like a lot of villages are fucking white as fuck. What's it like? The all-white enclave is the whole village bar probably the Indian restaurant that they might have, or a China. There's always like some shitty little Chinese restaurant in little villages. There's always one, and an Indian usually, and more so now. Kebab houses are on the right. You know, you want to establish the white bit of the white bit. They're all white, but we want our own white bit. You know, everyone's white here. Well, we need our little white bit in the whiteness. It's just not white enough. We need fucking ghost motherfuckers. We need to be painted white. Walk around in this. I mean, these are Caucasians, for fuck's sake. We're white. Fuck these Caucasians. We are white. We're ghosts. Fucking Casper in this bitch. Oh, that's hilarious. Police found Hitler stickers in his home. Made me chuckle. Another one commented, yeah, these are 4chan users. Like, I like the way you're trying to legitimize. Even if they are for, what, did you read this on 4chan? You haven't stated where you read this. You know what I mean? You haven't said where you read this, where this was posted. Just on the internet. The internet. Like, the world is the internet, you dick. Like, where was it on 4chan? Or did you see it somewhere else and you assumed it was 4chan? And did you know about 4chan? Oh, God. Anyway, one user even called the terrorist organization the only truly legit nationalist group in prison. And another one complained that they treat National Action like they're the IRA, despite the fact that they have done literally nothing. I mean, I went through this before. Apparently one member did attack someone with, you know, a sword or something, attacked a Sikh. Another guy was posting images on Snapchat having a pipe bomb or something. I mean, they haven't done literally nothing, but they haven't done much, to be honest. So they haven't done a lot. I really blows my mind how they're trying to push National Action as being some sort of threat. Like, they're really trying to big them up. Like, no one would know about them if the Guardian didn't stop fucking talking about them. I swear. No one would know about these people. I didn't know about them until I seen this. It's like, there's like under 100 members. Great. What do you do? They're going to get more memberships now just because anything that the Guardian goes after, everyone's going to go, well, fuck the Guardian. Yeah, you're doing more for fucking right-wing nationalism than anyone else is, you idiots, because you're just so crap at life. These overtly sympathetic expressions of the group that celebrated the murder of Joe Cox. Yeah, been through this before. Going on about National Action again, an exceptionally violent and hateful group. They haven't done much. I'm not trying to. By the way, I'm not trying to defend them. If that's what you're thinking, they're clearly a bunch of twats. They want to make a white enclave of a Welsh village, and they love Nazis. Like, they're clearly complete morons. That doesn't need to be stated, does it? That's just like going, hey, you know, see that kid over there? Don't cut his head off. Why? Like, as soon as you ask why, like, fuck off. Like, National Action is an exceptionally violent, blah, blah, blah. Far-right militancy in the UK has been eroded. In the past year, sympathisers of the organisation have geared up in an attempt to normalise anti-Semitic, racist and anti-democratic ideologies, sometimes hiding extremely hateful messages behind ironic memes and satirical posts to escape prosecution. Okay. Memes. Oh, those memes are problematic, aren't they? The widespread approval and encouragement these actors receive from more mainstream audiences signal that National Action is only one dimension of a bigger challenge: the injection of extremist views, dehumanizing language, and apocalyptic visions of the future into the heart of our society. Man, we didn't start this apocalypse, alright? I don't know who we are, but shut up. To take one platform, extremism researcher J.M. Berger estimates that the alt-right network on Twitter currently exceeds 100,000 users. Like that. They've even put it in exclamation mark. The alt-right network exceeds 100,000 users. But points out that that is an absolute baseline minimum. Now, the alt-right network is that look, more stuff, please. Is that worldwide? UK? Because we're talking about a UK group called National Action. Is that UK? What is the alt-right? Define, like, where is the substance here? There's no fucking substance. there is just duh, duh, and then she said. It's like reading a fucking kid's diary. Do you ever have to write a diary when you were at school? I remember I went to special needs school. Yeah, I did, fucking did. We used to have to write a diary, and it was just moronic. It was just going, today I went to school, then I did maths, it was fun, then I did English, it was okay, then I did PE, I was tired, then I did art, I love art, then I went home, I had tea. This is the equivalent going, oh right, 100,000, Twitter, expert, what are you fucking, you just got a hat of crap going. Yeah, that's it. That's something. That's something. That's something. That's an article. I just done an article. Would you? Oh, shut up, Persephone. Shut up and go to your room. Mummy's writing an article. I'm writing an article. You little whore. Get off. Stop watching so early, you piece of shit. Fuck you. Right. Okay. That's all it. Many of the elements featured in National Action's ideology and vision, from the idea of an approaching civil war of races, cultures, or religions, to conspiracy theories about the global political elites and the mainstream media. That's why they don't like them. They said the mainstream media. Ooh. Are also present in much larger far-right communities, such as the alt-right, identitarian and counter-jihad circles. Extremist recruiters and influencers have learnt to use these ideological overlaps as the lowest common denominators to unite the right. Frustrations about free speech, limitations on social media have been among the most commonly exploited grievances. And I have mentioned this before, that people on all sides, like I said, I ain't got no side. I think left wing and right wing is just all bullshit. I mean, it's just a fucking distraction from reality. But if you are one way or the other, you do need to unite on freedom of speech, because it's slightly getting hijacked by certain people on the far right. Slight hijacking going on. Not a lot, because a lot of people get labelled that. They like to label people, but you know, like I said, you can't. Do you want Tommy Robinson to be the person that is seen as a guiding light for freedom of speech? If not, fucking say something, okay? Just do something, for God's sake. Right. So, commonly exploited grievances that have paved the way for far extremist groups to spread conspiracy theories and radicalise the audiences. Yeah, have you ever been on a Jeremy Corbyn fucking fan page on Facebook? It is full of bonkers conspiracy shit. It is obscenely bad. So don't try that one with me. In the wake of the Charlottesville rally, right? When we're talking about America, make up your mind where we see it's going 100,000 alt-right people, UK National Action. Oh, now we're in Charlottesville. It's like, where is this? Condense your narrative. What are we talking about here? Who are we talking about? This is just so broad. It's like, it's over here and it's over there. Oh, this is this. It's like, say something new that hasn't been said for the past 2-3 years. Like, something new, please. The gaming app Discord closed several related channels, and the world's most prominent neo-Nazi webpage, the Daily Stormer, received 24 hours notice before losing its domain. I don't think it hasn't lost its domain, has it? Daily Stormer? I've never read it, but I'm pretty sure it still exists. Although these measures help to reduce the reach of white supremacist movements in the short term, they have also set in motion a mass exodus of far-right sympathizers to ultra-libertarian and extremist platforms, which avoid takedown measures at any cost, refuse to engage in any anti-hate speech efforts, and have gradually turned into a central hub for far-right mobilization and brackets disinformation sharing. Good writing there. Can't remember your name, don't care. Not only are swastikas in profile pictures, Hitler's initials in usernames, and anti-Semitic conspiracy theories in news feeds the norm of these extremist online safe havens. Why are you calling them online safe havens? A self-described former National Action activist and spokesman still has a profile on the far right's Twitter equivalent, Gab. Gab's not a far right thing. There's a lot of right wing stuff on Gab, but Gab is like the anti-Twitter. It's just the anti-Twitter. You see, they're trying to take down Gab. So obviously, the people that read the Guardian and write for the Guardian love Twitter. Only wankers love Twitter in it. Let's be real. Like, Twitter's for wankers. It always has been. It was born with wankers and it will die with wankers, and it is going to die as well. While National Action speeches and propaganda videos can still be found on BitChute, the far right's YouTube replacement. Shut up. I'm on BitChute. I've only posted comedy videos on BitChute just to test the water, because like YouTube's such bullshit now. It's like everyone wants alternatives, and we had d.tube, and d.tube died. You know, I was getting a bit of traction on d.tube. No, not d.tube. What am I talking about? d.tube still exists. Sorry, I'm still on d.tube. VidMe. There's just too many new ones. VidMe would look like a good alternative. I liked it. I like VidMe. For the very short period that we were on there, I put a lot of videos on there, and then it just died. And I had to find new ones. And you know, BitChute. I was like, BitChute was put in place because people are getting pushed away from YouTube, and a lot of those, I suppose, are right wing. But see, don't go labeling BitChute the fucking far right YouTube's replacement, because I'm looking at BitChute as something to build something on. So don't be fucking, go fuck yourself if you're going to label it a far right YouTube. Fuck off. Like, I've had enough of YouTube pushing decent creators away. Like, I'd like to see animators go to BitChute, because animators can't make no money on, they can't do anything on YouTube because the algorithm's fucked. It doesn't support the work they make. We want great animators with short sketches made by people. Not everything has to be 10 minutes daily vlogs about bollocks. So fuck you, God. Do you know what? Go fuck yourself. It's really pissing me off. Don't be besmirching something like BitChute. That might be a great platform for creators who can't make it on YouTube because of the way it works. If you understood if you understood anything about how stuff works, about this internet world that you do not understand, then you wouldn't write your piece of garbage filth like this. This is just disgraceful. You work for the Guardian, it's dying. You're gonna be jobless soon. Fucking get a mop and start becoming a cleaner, because that's all you're good for. And you probably couldn't even do that right. As a former cleaner, I can tell you, you do not look like the person who could mop a fucking floor. The best thing you can do is go out there and suck some dick for money. You fuck. Fuck you. Okay? I joke, do I? In March 2018, a speech about the white genocide by the former group leader Benjamin Raymond was published in June 2018. A National Action promotion film was shared on BitChute. The video, which claims to be banned in the UK in its title, shows members of the terrorist group performing the Hitler salute and was viewed more than 400 times. Whoa. Wow. 400 times? Hey, that was fucking hell. That was probably his missus. Oh, really? Wow. When she says 400 times, it makes my views feel really great. I'm a superstar. Gab and BitChute are only one part of a quickly evolving alternative social media landscape. After far-right users had their accounts closed down by the crowdsourcing platform Patreon, many migrated to the extremist equivalent Patreon. I haven't heard of Patreon, but that sounds fucking great. Is that legit? Patreon. Some stopped consulting Wikipedia instead of opting for Metapedia, where the Holocaust only took place according to politically correct history. Meanwhile, BitChute, see the frame, d.tube under the bus as well, and PewTube, I haven't heard of PewTube to be honest, established themselves as censorship-free alternatives to YouTube. Yes, that's why people go there. It's not just censorship-free, it's bullshit-free. There's a hell of a lot of bullshit on YouTube now, attracting many conspiracy theorists and Holocaust deniers. There's probably Holocaust deniers working at The Guardian, you idiot. Even dating platforms such as Wasp Love, which are exclusively for white Anglo-Saxon Protestants, have been created. So the far right is an alternative to Tinder. Look, racial dating preferences. Like, look, just fuck who you want. Like, if you don't want to fuck me because I'm white, fine. It's like, who cares who you want to fuck? Right? Who cares who cares who you want to fuck? Really, honestly, who cares? Who cares? Doesn't matter. It's really not that important, like, in the grand scheme of things. Unless it becomes a state of, like, we have to fuck other races in order to keep the human race going or something, and then it's a problem. But I don't know. Like, who cares who you want to fuck? Let them fuck. Jesus. Just shut up. At the Institute for Strategic Dialogue, God, that sounds like a fun place to work, we have worked with governments and tech firms. Does this person work for this? God, do you work for some place that does stuff? God, to track incitements to violence and explicitly racist content on the internet, accelerate their removal. The echo that National Action created across the internet shows that online extremism needs to be seen as a cross-platform threat that will require a holistic approach and close cooperation between policymakers and the tech sector. Like, literally, what is this thing with this National Action group? I have never heard of them hardly until I've read The Guardian, until I started doing this. Like, the echo. There's no fucking echo of National Action. I have not seen any of it. I go through all kinds of content all the time. I look at some nutty shit just to see what's going on. Like, if I thought there was an echo from National Action, I would do a comedy video about it, like I did with Britain First, and it would be fucking brilliant. But they are so irrelevant. They are so nothing. There is no echo from National Action. There's less than 100 of them. Why do you keep saying National Action? That's some... I don't get it. Shut up. You are legitimizing them by talking about them. They are so insignificant. You're giving them all this traction. You are just so stupid right now. You're so stupid. But ultimately, banning extremist groups and forcing platforms to remove harmful content can only be one dimension of the solution. It is much more important to immunize. God, sorry, bad reading. Immunize young people against extremist attempts to instrumentalize their fears, twist their perceptions, and hijack their desires. Oh, we'd hate to be twisting people's perceptions and instrumentalizing their fears. Oh, I'd hate for someone to be doing that. That'd be terrible, wouldn't it? God, do you even listen to yourself? What does the mirror do when you look at it? Fucking hell. Media literacy and digital citizenship training could be a first step to help them to brace themselves against the manipulative tactics used by extremist groups. If you want to have digital citizenship training, media literacy. You need media literacy. You fucking donut. Julia Ebner, an Australian journalist, is a researcher at the London-based Institute for Strategic Dialogue. Well, how much money are you getting at this institute? Like, you alright, you're not okay, I'll take it back. I started out thinking you were oh no, you are a journalist, sorry. Austrian. Oh, you're an Austrian journalist. Well. Well. We all know about the Austrians. I'm not going to cuss the Austrians. Michael Haneke's Austrian. He's fucking sweet. I mean, you're so ill-informed, and this is such a poor article. You God, if anyone's out there and donates to this organisation, I'd reconsider it, to be honest, because this woman's a complete imbecile. I mean, there's just nothing here. Like, this is just fear mongering. This is pure fear mongering. To have the nerve to try and jump on the Guardian's usual bandwagon of let's fucking shit on new media because we're dead and we refuse to admit it, and to have the nerve to say instrumentalize their fears and twist their perceptions and hijack their desires. Well, I don't know about the hijack their desires, but look, instrumentalize their fears and twist their perceptions. And you write this. You have the nerve to say that this group that has less than 100 members, oh God, I can't wait for the Daily Mail and the Guardian, the Independent, the Express to all just die. There will be a big party. There will be a big party, and I am supplying fucking champagne.